Greetings, it is I, Dreadscape Gaming. How are all you doing today, Dread Knights? On this, Thursday. Today is Cool Tune Day. We're going to be playing Cool Tunes today. The deck that is super popular in the OCG. Hope all of you are doing super well. I'm really looking forward to playing some Cool Tunes. Getting to, basically, to know the deck. It should be a pretty interesting experience, to say the very least, Dread Knights. Hopefully we're not going to have any issues for this stream. So I'm going to show you the deck build real quickly. So we're going to be playing 3 Effect Veilers, 2 Drill Knockbirds, 3 copies of Cool Tune Rotary, 1 copy of Max C, 3 copies of Cool Tune Mix, 2 copies of Cool Tune Clip, 1 copy of Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit, 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 2 copies of Ghost Spell of the Haunted Mansion. I have an alternate artwork one. You can play free, honestly, but I don't have 3 of them, so I'm playing what I have available to me. 3 copies of Cool Tune Reco, 3 copies of Cool Tune Kewl. I'm doing things a little bit different than some other people are playing this deck, so I am actually going to be playing 2 Mulch Army Paralia, as well as 2 copies of Mulch Army Fuwalos. I'll be playing 2 copies of Pod Desires, 3 copies of Synchro Overtake, 1 copy of JJ Cool Tune, 1 copy of Call by the Grave, 3 copies of Cool Tune Synchro, which is very important, basically, these 2 things in the deck for synergy. As you notice, there's no traps in this deck. For the extra deck, this is where it's kind of debatable, but this is the version I think works the best. We're using 2 copies of Cool Tune Trackmaster, 2 copies of Cool Tune Remix, but I'm thinking I may be bumping this down to 1. 2 copies of Cool Tune RS, 3 of them is overkill, you don't need more than that. This is basically your main win condition in the deck, and your Omni Negate board. 1 copy of Cool Tune Crackle, 1 copy of Golden Cloud Beast Malong, which I've never seen actually do anything in this deck, so I might cut it. 2 copies of Cool Tune Lotus War, 1 copy of Celine the Shackle Dragon, which I'm a little confused how this card's particular effect works, Dread Knights, because it's been one of those cards that's kind of a little bit debatable, in my opinion, you know, considering various different things. We also are going to be playing 1 Visa's Amritara, 1 Cool Tune B2B, 1 Super Star Slayer Typhon, the Sky Crisis. We will also be playing 1 SP Little Knight. This is what we have for the deck. This is what we're going to get into. This is the deck that we're going to be practicing. I'm going to start in casual, because I've playtested a lot today with it, but I haven't gotten like real playtesting in. So I want to see how things go with that. So we'll then move on to rank, because this is a very untested deck. This is the strongest deck in OCG, but I don't know how it's going to do, particularly Master Duel, where it's just a best of 1 format. If we open with hand traps, we're pretty good. We don't open with hand traps, we might have an issue. I am using Ghost Spell as the mat icon. We're going to try not to stress the results too much today, because it's a very experimental deck. When we go first, it's pretty good. When we go second, it might have an uphill battle, depending. Like, the worst type of matchups it goes against, honestly. I hope I'm not going to manifest it here. That is kind of one of those annoying ones, I will admit that. Maybe we could kind of do something, but I may want to wait on it before I try to do it here. Maybe we have to. Just enchain. So that way I can get the win condition. Yep, okay. GG's. GG's. Just when they saw the first Cool Tune, that was enough to pretty much stop them. So, we got our first win of the day. That didn't take really too long at all, Dread Knights. That was actually a little quicker. I suspect there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to want to see Cool Tune hitting the field. And the ironic thing was, I wasn't actually going to bring out the big one. I didn't have the big one available on the field. Like, I need the Reco to make the RB, or RS as it's called. So the only one I was going to make was going to be the other one where you kind of do some bounce stuff. Modern Trash, you could tell this person's not happy with you. I'll be honest, like, the reason I'm making Cool Tunes was because I'm just tired of, like, the other stuff. I broke up, like, just about every deck. I'm like, I'm just going to stick to this one deck for now. Because it's going to be very meta-defining. I don't think it's there just yet, even though I've seen a lot of people already climb to Master 1 with it. I think it's still missing 1 or 2 things to make it really the end-all to be-all, because we don't have that, Fulderis, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm probably butchering the name, but that's something that's, like, very important. Sets 1, stun deck, maybe? Okay. I mean, I don't mind that. I do have a play I can make here. Alright, we have options here. We actually can go into one of our win conditions already. So we're going to normal summon. We're going to activate the effect. This is going to allow me to search for something in my deck, a Cool 2 monster. We're going to get my nice... oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind, that was going to be fast. Basically, we were going to search for Rekko, and the monster on the field, or the one in my hand. We're going to synchro summon into, obviously, Cool Tune RS. We have an Omni Negate board on the field. We can also set up a couple of plays. But unfortunately, our opponent decided they didn't want to play. It happens. I expect, like, just trying to get used to the deck, it's going to be a bit... We're in Platinum 5 already with this. But I haven't had enough playtesting with this one. I was playtesting Draco Tail for a while, and that's why we're in Platinum 5, but I was like, I need to practice in casual a little bit. I gotta get the feel, you know? Hayabusa. Okay, Hayabusa. I have a feeling this is one of those decks where when one person just sees, like, any of the killer tunes resolves, they probably, if they don't have, like, anything to stop it, are probably just gonna be like, nah, fam. I am very concerned for the future of Master Duel, even though we have a lot of wide variety of decks that are available in the format. I have this odd sensation that we're about to go into a Malice format again, where one deck is going to be the end-all to be-all. Alright, I believe I'm going first, correct? Or is my opponent going first? Even if my opponent's not going first, I'm fine. I have actual hand traps I can do stuff with. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna see if Maxi resolves. And if it does, we're in business. Hayabusa looks like maybe there might be somebody who is new to Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe? Unless this is, like, a really funny trick. Who knows? Alright. We have, again, a lot of options in our hand. Will they forfeit if I just play this one card, I wonder? Let's find out. Okay, they let that resolve, so they might have stuff to stop it, or they might not be familiar with the deck. Let's get this. It's not going to make a whole bunch of sense yet because this deck is kind of a little bit multifaceted. So we're going to normal summon the Q. Q is going to be able to get us a monster on the field that we could special summon. So what we're going to do is we're going to get... What we're going to do is we're going to get the... Not you. We're going to get the Cool Tune Mix. Cool Tune Mix is going to get special summoned to the field. Cool Tune Mix is going to activate its effect. Cool Tune Mix allows me to get another Cool Tune monster to my hand. The one that we're going to get here is one that sets up a lot of the combos, that being Cool Tune Rotary. So you reveal Cool Tune Rotary to be able to normal summon another monster this turn, right? So we're going to activate Cool Tune Rotary, unless it gets negated here. We're going to reveal Cool Tune Rekko. Let's see if anything else happens here, because they don't seem to... Okay, great. So we're going to basically normal summon, even though we're getting an additional normal summon out of this anyway if we want to. We're going to activate the effect of Rekko. Rekko is going to allow me to search for another card in my deck. Basically, what we're going to do here is we could get another one of these, or we could get this. If we get this and we synchro, it's going to pop a monster in the field, but I don't really want to do that necessarily in this situation, because I could just beat over that. So what we're going to do is we can get this card, which is Clip. Now we have options as to what we're going to go into, but I think the wisest decision here would just be to go for the big Omni Negate, since we already have it, and we can already pop, like, a whole bunch of things on the field anyway if we want to. Case in point, watch this. We have a 2-for-1 special coming up, Dreadnoughts. So we're going to special summon Cool Tune RS. This is an Omni Negate. So now we're going to start Chain Link 1. Chain Link 1. That is going to destroy the monster on the field, because whenever it gets synchro summoned and it goes sent to the graveyard, we're going to go Chain Link 2. This is going to destroy the back row here. So think of it kind of like Draco Tales, but the synchro version of it, and a little bit more fair, quote-unquote. Okay, so we just wiped the back row. We do have still options that we can do. So we're going to activate this. We're going to reveal. In this situation, they've already activated their effects, so these are kind of like dead things, but let's get another one into the graveyard here. Trust the process here. It's not going to make a whole bunch of sense to the naked eye, but just trust. Trust, trust, trust. We're going to activate this. We could go into a level 4 here. which would be ideal, or we could go into level 6. Ideally, in this situation, level 6 might be useful because it is a newer player, so there's a possibility that there's going to be like a dark hole or something. Even though we can negate it anyway, but we might as well just be safe with this monster effect. So, let's chain also to this. We're going to do some naughty things to your deck. Okay, I see the deck you're playing. We're going to remove this from play. We're going to put that on the bottom of the opponent's deck. Everything has control over the player's board. So as you can see here. Now, basically with that, we're going to swing. Doesn't look like super important and super amazing, but just trust. Because I'm setting up for next turn. Alright. Let's end. On top of that, this monster's effect, I'll read it to you or rating. Our tuners you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Guess what? All these monsters are tuners. The other thing about it is they can't be targeted with card effects. Then on top of that, when your opponent activates a card effect, you can banish one cool tune from a graveyard to apply the effect here. So they're going for ancient rules here. I can be a jerk here, so I'm going to be a jerk here. We're going to remove anything realistically here. I don't really want to get rid of mixes. We can get rid of Reco here, it's fine. That's going to negate the effect of that. That's why it's an Omni-Negate board monster. Okay, we're good there. That's going to get negated. Okay, sweet. And pretty much my opponent's going to have to figure out what they're going to do here. I feel pretty bad because we're kind of bullying on them a little bit. So we're going to get polymerization. Going to use one of the effects here. Going to use this one. Why am I doing that? Trust the process. We could chain to that. I don't want to do that just yet. We can set up the OTK maybe next turn. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that. We're going to put that to the bottom of the deck again. And let's see what my opponent does here. We're going to set that. Okay, they activated that. That's fine. Let's do this. Gonna special summon this in defense position, but I'm not actually using the effect here. We could special summon a monster field, but the problem is, realistically here, none of these are going to be necessarily useful, as opposed to maybe this. But again, we're not there just yet. But let's do it anyway, right? Can we? Yeah, let's do it. Because it might be helpful, because I don't know what else they're going to do, so we can kind of plan our opponent's turn. All the really good decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel pretty much play on your opponent's turn. Yeah. Sorry, it was nothing personal. I feel bad because I think that was supposed to be like a starter deck, maybe a water starter deck, kind of. I am curious. We're not being mean though. I'm just curious to see what exactly we're playing. It's not like a water. Yeah, this is kind of like a mix of the starter deck that they give you in the beginning of the game, mixed with a couple of extra things. Yeah, they ran into. I feel bad about that one. That's like somebody that was just beginning to start the game and just learning. Come in and say, I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional, bro. Alright, I guess on to the next one, right? Let me open my water. But as you can see, this is like a very, very powerful deck. When we start jumping into rank, probably gonna have a little bit harder time. But I want to familiarize myself with the main combos, because I haven't played like a whole bunch of the main combo. Like the deck. So I'm still trying to get like all the combos. And we didn't even go for like the really mega attack one yet. Alright. Snake Eyes, maybe? I always say Snake Eyes because this is the field that's for Snake Eyes. Our hand is somewhat consistent. Let's do this first. Normal summon, activate the effect. Does that resolve? It does. Okay, great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Mix again. Mix is gonna get special summon from the deck. Mix's effect is gonna activate. Now we have options here. I feel like we're gonna just get this for now. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense yet. The reason, because I have this, so I can just bring the Reco from the deck anyway with that card. Let's use the Royal one. Not showing off about that, keep that in mind. Let's special summon Reco. Reco is going to activate its effect. Allows me to search my deck. for another Cool Toon monster. In this situation, we'll get him. Okay. So let's start to make a couple of safe plays, right? We're gonna just go for the Omni Negate. I like to get it out of the way very early. We're gonna use that one. Want to keep those on the field for a specific reason. Okay, great. We have Cool Toon RS on the field. Let's see, what else can we do? We are going to make one of these. So we're gonna get rid of you. We're gonna get rid of you. It's gonna basically search for a card in her deck. It can be a magic card, can be a trap card. In this situation, though, really, I'm gonna add a magic card. Also, Chainlink 1. So this is gonna give me Cool Toon Spell or Trap because it went to the graveyard via Synchro Summon. This is gonna be Chainlink 2. This is the one where, again, we'll figure out what our opponent's deck is already. So we get to look at their deck. Ooh, so interesting. Okay, that's gonna get removed. Your Harpy Feather Duster is gonna go to the bottom of the deck. We can also take a peek at his hand. It's a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck now. Okay, I see. See, this is where Cool Toon just gets, like, really crazy with its combos, because you get deck knowledge, like, you know their hand, you know their deck, and then you can also remove stuff from their extra deck, so it's, like, a lot of control. Alright, let's add a card to... We're gonna add this. Okay, we also get another card that we can add to our hand. In this situation, we could go that. But I'm gonna get one for next turn. Because based on their hand, there's not too much that they can do against us right now. Let's activate this now while we have a moment. Let's see. I'm gonna get... tempting. We need a level 6 on the field, so... I'm gonna get this. Because there's a play we can do next turn. Am I special summoning? Let me think about that. Do I want a special summon right now? I probably do. Because we could get that back. I just set up the combo for us to be able to get it back. Just trust the process. Trust the process, Dreadnoughts. Alright. Special summon in defense position. This is the one where they can't destroy anything that's a tuner via card effects. Or they can't target anything with card effects. I am going to set this. We're just going to kind of sit pretty on that board. Turn change. Draw phase. Let's see what my opponent does. We know their hand, right? So they have the swords of... it's the dark swords of revealing light that could put everything face down, but we can negate it anyway because we have the Omni Negate monster on the field. On top of that, we do have an Ash Blossom, unfortunately. I hate this card, but this card, you know, stops combos from happening. We also have Maxi. This deck is very, very reactive to a lot of things. I am saying, I do have a lot of fun playing it. Like, this is the first day, really, of me getting to play it, because I've had to play it on... For that? Okay. I'm not gonna waste my negate on that. That's fine. There's so many different ways we could do this. The way we are gonna do is obviously use this. I'm gonna remove a tuner. Let's take one that's not super consequential. Like, I never recycle that one from the graveyard. That's not gonna matter. That's gonna get negated. And remember, we already knew that he had it in his hand, or they had it in their hand, because obviously the girl gave us the knowledge, that one that we just removed. Aw, you're not gonna like this. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna forfeit off that. We just have way too much control over the board. Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. GG's to my opponent. They played a very valiant effort there. Definitely, everything is connecting in terms of, like, the combos. The neurons are definitely going off here. It's a really, really, really good deck. Like, I was concerned that it was not going to play as well as I was playtesting it with. But, I think it's definitely a contender. I don't know if I would say, like, it's going to be the World Championship winning deck, but depending on what we get in the next couple of months before World Championship format, it could get scary. Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't felt like, playing this deck reminds me a lot of, like, when Malice was at full power. And I'm not sure that that's necessarily a good thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. My hand is... I might actually have to use this, which I hate. This is a double-edged sword. Sometimes this works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you lose everything that you need for your deck off this. We're about to find out. Man, that hand got even worse than I was expecting it to. You're gonna troll me? One of the few times where I actually have this in my hand for that. Okay. Get rid of the droll. And see how that goes. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world, but unfortunately there's not too much I can do with this type of hand. I'm gonna have to normal summon this, because I didn't have any of the stars to really special summon right now. Let's see here. That one we definitely have to grab. Because my hand is kind of tragic. So we're definitely gonna have to go into a more reactive play here, which is definitely just 2 monsters in the grave. And just kind of hope for the best here. I mean, still, we'll get some effects off, just not a lot of them. And then we'll just have to rely on the Maxi, as much as I hate to say, let's just rely on Maxi. I hate Maxi as a card. Maxi should probably be banned, but I don't think it'll ever be banned in OCG. So, if it never gets banned in OCG, what do we remove from their deck? Oh, it's a mirror match. Okay. Oof. We might be in trouble. And by we might be in trouble, we probably could. Mirror matches are the one thing that are probably not the easiest thing to go against. I mean, we got rid of the Zaylin, but the Zaylin's not really that big of a deal. And they've definitely got hand traps in their hand, too, so... You know? We're actually at the losing effort here. But hey, it's the first loss of the day. I'm not gonna get mad. We curb stomped a lot of people, so... You know. Dread can't get, like, angry if we lose a match after so many ones that we just, like... practically went... I don't want to say autopilot, because it does take actual brains to use the deck, right? It's just we were in a bad spot to begin with. That by itself is okay. I will Maxi here, unless it gets negated. You know, as much as I don't want to do that, I am, because if you're afraid of the Maxi, that means your hand might not be as good as mine. I will banish that, unfortunately. He will go down and attack that, though. But we kind of need the Maxi to resolve here if we have even, like, a chance of maybe surviving. I don't think we're going to survive, because I've played enough of this deck already to know that even with just that in his hand, or their hand, I should say, they're probably going to be able to play out of this easily. Unless I draw some really busted stuff right now. Because they could just make theirs. And I don't really have a play out of that. I wish I did, but I don't. Or that could happen. Okay. It might not be completely lost yet. I don't know what they have in their hand, though. That's the scary part. But I can't let them get this. I can't let them get that. Okay. That was a crazy draw off of a Maxi. I think we might have actually survived the turn thanks to that. It's looking that way. Oh, there's hope. There's hope, Dread Knights. Alright, draw face. Draw. I opened, like, poopy. There's only one good thing about this particular hand. I can actually set up a combo. Okay, so I have to normal summon here, which I hate to do, but normal summon. We're gonna activate the effect. Anything to that? Anything? Take a while to respond to that. Anything? Anything? I don't know. Ghost spell. I mean, okay, that's fine. I can't negate that on the field because it's going into the graveyard. It's only stuff on the field. I mean, that's kind of okay for me. Because we can just I mean, I don't know if it's, like, perfect for us, but... Because ideally I wanted to search for something else, but, you know, could at least pop that back row. We don't know what that is. And then they only have one monster in their hand. We might actually have... Oh, Super Fusion. Okay. Let's battle. Declaration of attack. 3100. And they forfeit. Oh, alright. We beat the mirror match there, Dread Knights. We beat it. So the first mirror match. First mirror match and we did it. High fives. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. First mirror match. Cool tune, and we won it. I guess it's really determines who goes first, really. We had a bad hand, but, I mean, playing the Pot of Desires there was probably the most optimal decision that we made there. We won. Not bad. Okay, this deck has proved itself quite a bit already, because if it can win the mirror... I don't like Super Fusion for the deck, though. I've seen some people playing the Super Fusion variation of it. I don't like it. I feel like it doesn't... It kind of disrupts things. As opposed to playing it a little bit more pure. So you just kind of get everything that you need. Alright, scale males. There's... Okay. We lost the coin flip, but with this deck, honestly, with the multitude of hand traps you usually start with, it's not necessarily like something super bad. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, like, we always seem to open with, like, a lot of hand traps in this deck, which I like. That's a, you know, you might as well call it the hand trap deck. Ooh. See, now, this deck might be a problem. Because a lot of these monsters, as you can see, are, like, light monsters and dark monsters, and it's Draco Tail. Oh. Well, that's great. I mean, we could do this in chain, right? I think that might have not been the play to make. I gotta be honest with you. I think we messed up. It was bound to happen eventually. Yeah, we can't beat this. GG's! You got that one. That one's an unwinnable situation. Maxi results, maybe a little bit better. Maybe not, you know. Not too much you can do about that one. You just dust the shoulders and go to the next one, Dread Knights. Guess I'm not really stressing results today, because first day of the deck. It's proven itself as far as I'm concerned. But we're not going to win every game. That's just not realistic in Master Duel. You know? If Maxi and Ash Blossom didn't exist in Yu-Gi-Oh, it would be a very interesting game state. I say that because I hate Maxi. I'm the first person to tell you I hate Maxi, but I hate Ash Blossom just as much as I hate Maxi. I don't think either of those two cards should be in existence for the metagame. I think both of them are toxic. But, you know, Mulch Armies are good because at least there's some balance to them. You know, effect failure, monster effect on the field. But I think Ash Blossom has gotten way too powerful compared to what it was originally. Pandemonium. Huh. I have to think about this. Yeah, I might do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. As much as I don't want to do it, I'm gonna do it. This Pandemonium can play some tricky dice games, which I probably don't want to see this early on. So we should probably get that negate monster on the field pretty quickly. Okay, good. Special summon. Alright. It's gonna get buffed because two of the tuners went to the graveyard. Okay. We can actually activate this because it went to the graveyard via Synchro Summon. Alright, we got rid of the Garura at least. There will be no drawing off of that. I guess that's one less Super Poly target that they have. So that was a plus. This card is sneaky sneaky. I will tell you this. This is like one of my favorite cards, I think, in this deck because it just does silliness. I'm not afraid of that by itself. You can banish, then target one card in the field and destroy it. I'm just gonna negate that if you don't mind. I have 3 of these in the deck, so I'm gonna remove that one. I'm gonna negate your effect. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he's 3,000 attack now? Oh boy. We made a terrible misplay. I think I'm dead. Oh no, it's a Primate card. Oh, great. We're cooked. That's not really gonna matter with a drill beam that I can't do anything against. Oh well. I can't overbeat this now. I could just kind of stop that, but it's not gonna matter too much here. There's one thing I could do my turn, but again... Okay, they couldn't declare attack? Why? Is it not allowed to attack? If this card is destroyed, you cannot special summon. But they didn't declare attack. I'm confused. Okay. Well, let's just accept whatever happened there. I'm not even sure what happened there. I think we just got very lucky, Dread Knights. Activate. Any response to that? None? Okay. Nope, doesn't matter. Okay. GG's. Can anybody that's in chat that's familiar with Archfiends tell me why could they not declare an attack? With, which one was it? It's not that one. This one. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes halved. I then negated its effect. If summoned this way, this card is destroyed during the end phase. You cannot special summon once per... Why didn't they declare attack? Did they not know? Did they think, like, that says you can't declare attack? Did they feel I wasn't a worthy enough opponent? I don't know. What happened there? Anybody can tell me? 'Cause even I don't know. These guys still good with stream? Because I'm... Look at my phone. I think my phone just crashed. Hopefully stream didn't crash. I have green on OBS, so I'm assuming these guys are good with that. Alright. You know, YouTube is really crazy on, like, the mobile device now lately. So, like, I have to constantly, like, reload my YouTube on my phone. Mobile app version of it's been getting more terrible as time has progressed. Very, very annoying when it does that. Okay. On to the next one, Dread Knights. I gotta admit, and I've said this a couple times already, this is not an amazing hand. I think we're playing against the same deck, so they probably are gonna get the victory here pretty easily. Why am I getting blue? I'm not, shouldn't be. What is the server doing here? That was a little bit sussy. Yeah, they're gonna set up full combo maybe. We'll see what they do. We'll try to play out of it. I mean, I can probably Typhon out of this play. That's about the best thing I can do. What happened? Are you guys with me? Yes? No? Guys? Are you still with me? Yes? No? What happened there? Did somebody do something sussy? Alright, please hold. If you're having an issue, give me 1 second. My apologies there, Dread Knights. The only thing I can tell you is probably refresh. Should be a quick second. Maybe interweb was being a little bit sussy there. Sometimes it'll do that, you know, peek at Spectrum Internet is a crappy internet service for those who don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's full combo. That's GG next. I'll tell you right there. Because even if I Typhon, we're going to be in an uphill battle there. Alright. Sorry about that. My apologies too, in case. Because I know it was a little bit... I'm trying to see where these guys are right now in stream. On my phone, which is crashing a whole bunch. Gotta love streaming in a live environment sometimes, you know? If a stream didn't have a little bit of scuff, would it be really truly a stream? Alright, I think this might have been the same person I played against before. I don't really remember because I was so concerned with stream quality. My apologies for anybody that was watching. I do truly apologize for that. Sometimes Spectrum Internet, just, man. Unless you've had Spectrum Internet, you don't know how crappy it can be sometimes. Alright. Decent hand. There's plays that we can make. I'm not going to use this because our hand's good enough. We'll use that as the last resort option. Normal summon. Activate. Any response to that? None? Okay, great. We're gonna get this. Because we gotta, like, push a whole bunch of starters here. Okay. Gonna reveal. Special summon this. So this is gonna get special summoned. That's gonna search for a card. Okay, we should be good there. In this particular situation, I am going to get one of these, even though we're not going to be able to normal summon it. We're gonna synchro summon. Now, we could go into the 4 or the R1, but the reason is I prefer to start with the big guy, because once he's on the field first, generally you don't run into too many issues. Even though we won't get really too many, if any, effects off from that, but it's fine. Okay, so we get Kewl RS on the field. He's a little bit beefy. I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna play Pot of Desires here. Okay. Put him out there, draw 2. Alright, let's see. Should be good with that. We didn't really lose anything too bad here. We lost Mulch Army, a level 1, a level 3. Both level 2s, that does hurt though a little bit. But I mean, at least we have the monsters on the field, so it's not completely a wash, Dread Knights. Alright, let's see. What deck is my opponent playing? Good thing is we have like a decent amount of hand traps, so we can... Ah, it's anti-meta. Okay, that's always fun to deal with. Are you gonna play Gozen match too? That would be hilarious. Because it's just a call by the grave. Yeah, sure. I'm not worried about that. I don't want that monster on the field anyway. That was weird. So it's an anti-meta deck. Okay. I mean, they're going to be really mad when they find out what the effect of this does. Okay. Draw face draw. Oh, perfect. Alright, let's normal summon this first. We're going to activate the effect. Not shading to that, because I would negate my own card. We're going to bring back Kewl. Yes, it's not just for bringing our things from the deck. You can bring stuff from the graveyard, in case you're wondering. Alright, so from here, what we're going to do... we could reveal this, which would be kind of ideal. So we can get another card to our hand. So we're going to special summon this. Technically not really a special summon, it's more like a normal summon, but it's kind of treated like a special summon. Let's activate the effect. Not chained to that. Yes, we want this in this situation because we can pop the back row and we can pop the monster at the same time. Let's activate. So what we're gonna do... We can go into level 6 here. So we got a big combo coming up. So it's Chainlink 1. Gonna get rid of this that's on the field. We're gonna get rid of that. We could have popped the back row, but it's not really too worth it in this situation. I'd rather hold on to that, because I need that for something else. Alright, Chainlink 1. Let's pop the monster. We don't know what it is. We're about to find out. Chainlink 2. We're gonna look at the top 2 cards of their deck. We're gonna banish one and then put the R1 to the bottom, most likely, depending what it is. Oh, no. Okay, the R1's definitely going to the bottom of the deck as well. Oh, it's a Necroface deck. Okay. Fascinating. I'm gonna swing. It's a OTK combo deck. So we already know. Ironically, the Call by the Grave isn't gonna really help here, because if we remove Necroface, it does stuff. Okay. You burned me for 32. Okay, that's fine. I'm not really too concerned about that. So it's, yeah, it's basically kind of like a burn anti-meta deck that we're going against. With a couple other options to kind of annoy players. It's fine. Gotta do it. I don't blame them in this type of format. You're gonna declare attack. Battle phase. What are you trying to do? If you're gonna activate... Oh, that? Haha, that's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna negate that. Good try. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to burn me to death. That was cute. I like that. That was cute. That was cute. That was cute. I can't hate on that. That was funny. Yeah. That would have caught another player. That would definitely caught another player. Ghost Spell came in super clutch there. GG's. GG's. I like that. That takes ingenuity. You don't see that too often anymore. I'm curious. Confirm opponent's deck. Yeah, mostly like burn, anti-meta, stunish. So like, one win condition is obviously using that in conjunction with that. The art win condition is obviously this, where if enough things are removed, it gets really, really big in attack. And if not, you just use Necroface's effect. I've seen this deck a lot in OCG. I've been seeing it make the rounds, so I'm kind of surprised to see it actually where it was an American player playing it. In OCG, that's been kind of making the rounds. Good try, good try, good try. Kudos. Alright. Win the coin flip. Therefore, maybe we win the game. I mean, honestly, with this deck, as you've seen, most matchups, unless we don't really open with hand traps, so you could say that for just about any deck in this day and age, you're kind of going to be okay. Like, this hand is a great going first hand. Going second, we have the Mulch Army if it resolves. Oh, Dark Magician Sleeves, so it's Red Eyes Dragoon. Turbo. Okay, well done. Let's see how this goes. I have to put another mix on the field as much as I don't want to. Because I need the mix here in this situation. Activate. Okay. This is going to be a different play than I normally do. Maybe? I don't know. I should probably trust the process and do it the way I normally do it. Let's activate this. We're going to get him to the field. Or, excuse me, to my hand. I had a bit of a scatterbrain moment there, I guess you could say. Let's get you early. So get rid of you. Get rid of you. Gotta start super early because I don't know what type of combos a Dark Magician deck's gonna have. Okay. I could do Sync or Overtake here too. So I didn't get to search for a card, but I'll get it this way too. We could from the graveyard, but that'd be kind of foolish. Yeah, so I'm gonna special summon that. So I can add a card to my hand. Activate. You're good. Let's get you. Just so I have some options. We're gonna probably synchro summon into something else. In this situation, probably the 6 would be ideal. Just so we can field the graveyard still. Good. We're gonna activate the effect of this. I gotta hope that that's a Dark Magician there. Alright, I can get rid of that. I guess I'm gonna put that to the bottom of the deck. That has already activated its effect. That has already activated its effect. We could make a level 7 here. But I don't think that's wise. So let's just keep it there. Let them cook, right? Because in order to get the Dark Magician, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon out, they have to get into the Chaos Source. Not the Chaos Sorcerer, dude. It's in my graveyard. I'm thinking. I'm sorry, I know that doesn't seem like it's great, but... Okay, so I'm gonna remove this. We're gonna go down a little bit in attack stat, but trust the process. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Put that on the bottom of the deck. I wonder, my opponent's thinking very carefully here. Okay, so they got that. Let's see what they do here. That's the major question, is what they do. They discarded a Dark Magician for you. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything to her. She's not really a big problem. I don't know if we exactly win this one, too. Keep that in mind. Not chained to that. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I'm doing math here. Please pardon. No, because that gets rid of that. So we gotta go for the level 4 or the level 8. So we'll go for the level 4 here. So we can do stuff. Stop them still. Okay, that's 3,200. I have to do a lot of thinking with this deck sometimes. Okay. You get that. It's fine. Chain Link 1. I'm gonna pop you. Chain Link 2. We're gonna remove something randomly from the extra deck. Chain Link 3. We're gonna get a card and add it to my hand. Let's see what happens here. A lot of chains went off. Oh, that's a good one. Be a shame if I negate that, though. They might still have a play, though. Because it's not like 100% guaranteed our victory here. Get rid of that. So we have 3 copies in this deck. Negate that. Okay, so that's negated. Alright, let's add a card to my hand. Gonna go for this one here. I don't know if we survived the turn, though. Not the one I wanted. Okay. We're still kind of in this. Oh my goodness, they were able to play out of every single interruption here. Oh my goodness, so many interruptions here. I don't think I was meant to win this one, no matter what I did. Because they're still going, no matter what play I made. That's so unfortunate. I tried to stop this thing from coming out multiple times, and I still couldn't do anything about it. That's the one frustrating part sometimes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Add 1 Dark Magician, or card that mentions it in the deck. And then it just goes Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon, and I can't really do too much about that. I mean, I can do one... No, effect will get negated. So I really can't do anything at this... Well, maybe not. Because there's this. That's a static effect. It might not be completely over just yet. We'll have to trust the heart of the cards here, Dread Knights. Kind of annoying, though. There was no way I could, like, stop this Red Eyes Dark Dragoon from coming out. Verte? Why Verte? Oh, because they didn't have the thing, because I removed it from play. They only play 1 of it. I don't know. I mean, that's a viable play, I suppose. It might not actually be over. We might be able to play out of this, actually. Because I have Typhon. You can't destroy anything on the field. It doesn't get destroyed. They don't know. None of those get destroyed. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He has to beat it in battle. That was kind of funny. Honestly, we win. I just can't activate a monster effect here, but we win. Could do that. I think we just we won off this, maybe. Depends what the back row is. I am not activating any effects. I am not activating any effects to this. Let me get my battle phase. Battle phase. Take you out. Unless you have a Mirror Force. I don't understand what they're trying to... Oh, I got it. Oh, that's lame. I don't think I can negate off that. Maybe I can? Because that's a targeting effect if I remember correctly, so I can't really... We'll see. It's 4,000 attack, right? Main phase 2. Let's do it. I hate to waste it, though, but I have no choice in this matter because of how cheesy they are, and they're super dependent on the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Counts. Alright, I can't do anything else from that. I just gotta sit there. Whew. That was a pain in the butt to try to get out of that. Typhon play, though, for the win there, maybe. Potentially. Is this a once per turn effect? It is not. Okay. They're trying desperately to keep going into Dragoon. Okay. I believe I can Ash Blossom this. I don't know if we have victory just yet. We may not. Because they're desperately trying to get the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon back out on the field. Oh, this is boring, man. Just the same loop over and over and over again. I'm gonna go GG next. This is not fun. It's just, they keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's getting tedious for me. I just want to go to the next one. GG to my opponent. You know, that one was just kind of like, I'm bored. There's no other way to put it. Like, it's not... It's getting the thing where it's like, how many times do I have to stop Red Eyes Dark Dragoon after, like, the third or fourth time of it constantly getting summoned? You're just like, I'm bored. Let's move on, shall we? I'm gonna put just chatting up, though, because I did see, like, somebody coming in and out during it. So I do kind of suspect somebody was peeking a little bit to see what was my hand. It happens sometimes. In fact, maybe we'll take a break for a couple seconds. Alright, I'm back. And as I predicted the minute I threw up the be right back screen, the person who was obviously queuing into a match, or at least peeking left. I hate when people do it, because I know they do it in Yugioh Master Duel, and usually it doesn't trigger me, but that last game was like, yeah. Because we had a whole bunch of duels and that didn't happen, and that one particular time. You know, it happens. C'est la vie. Stream Sniper's always going to stream snipe in this game, there's not much you can do about it. We're still with me, yes, I don't know. If funny how right immediately after that person came in, then the stream starts acting up too. Alright, well, let's play a couple more matches. Hopefully. And I have, like, an internet disconnect, so I know what's going on. If these guys are still with me, yes or no, I can't tell. I can't tell. Alright. Hold on. Game seems to be fine. Activate this effect and see. If you're having an issue, please refresh. I don't know what to say. Always on a first day does this happen. I swear it's just one person on first days that does this. Activate. I'm gonna max C to that. I'm gonna Ash Blossom here. Okay, negate. Yeah, it's funny how, again, sorry if you were experiencing a big dip. Again, like, sometimes in Master Duel, people will do silly things in DDoS. Let's add this to my hand. It is a known thing. I have told Konami about it. Konami has done nothing about it in all the time that I've told them that there are people who DDoS in the game. I just kind of deal with it. It's funny how before, yeah. That's how I know it was a DDoS thing, right? Because I had a blue icon and then my net was like mysteriously getting crazy. And then since they couldn't, I guess, kick me off of it, they had a red X then. Stuff like that really makes you go, Alright, well. On to the next one. As the saying goes for knights. Okay. Blue Eyes Runt. That's an interesting name. Wow, we've been going for an hour already. Time flies. At least it's a fun deck to play. My hand could be much better. It's not the worst hand in the world, but it's a hand where oh, we're kind of cooked. Wait, what? What in the world? It's gonna be a long game where I don't get to play. This is, basically like Spirit Makanko. It's like a whole bunch of bouncing. I'll hold, but like, without really hand traps to do anything, there's not too much. If they go like Solitaire, I'm kind of... It's also got sub-terrors in it? I'm confused. Why did they change their strategy up? Did they have a really bad hand too? Oh no, that seems highly unlikely. That you go Purification Rites and you just set one and set one? Infinite Impermanence maybe? Dominion Scourge? What do you think they have? Are they gonna wait 5 minutes? What's going on here? Are they gonna make their move, or are they holding the game hostage? That's the real question here. Because they can't know what my hand is, right? They must think I have Malice, because I have the Malice sleeves. I'm literally not able to play the match. Unless they're, I don't know, maybe holding hostage? They're slow playing it. Okay. Let's see what happens here. That's all I can say. You can flip, add one. If I had, like, any of the hand traps, then it would be perfect. Or sure we don't. So we just gotta sit here and maybe watch Solitaire. If it's, like, a full 15-minute Solitaire, I'll just go next. That's kind of how I feel about stuff like this. Tribute. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Cook. Let him cook, let him cook. Let him cook, let him cook. Okay. They got rid of a ghost spell, so they must feel like it's worth it. Okay, Prediction Princess. I don't remember what she does, I gotta be honest with you. You can ritual summon this once per turn. Summon a flip monster. Oh, okay. Honestly, they might have misplayed so much that it worked in my benefit here. I could be 100% wrong off of this Dread Knights. It depends what their back row is, but I think we might be able to play out of this. But again, my opponent seems to be taking a very long time in between stuff. Which leads me to wonder, why is it taking so long to make your plays? It's a little bit suspicious, is it not? Okay. Special summon Flip Monster from your hand or graveyard face down. That's perfectly fine. Come on. Let's play some Yugioh here. I gotta hope I draw into Effect Veiler here. A Ghost Spell, that would have been useful last turn. Alright. I'm gonna play the pot here because I have to be careful. I mean, there's no Ash Blossom to worry about, right? Bro, it's taking forever. Why are you taking so long to make your plays? If we see somebody pop in immediately after this, we know, and then Dread Knights. It's so obvious at that point. Alright, I'm gonna normal summon this and see what happens. I'm gonna activate the effect. Bro, please. It's a 2-hour stream, man. And I'm pretty obvious at this point that you keep coming in to see what plays I'm making. Even I know that. Because the viewer count keeps going up and down, bro. And you're taking a very long time to play your moves. So it's pretty obvious that you're trying to peek, so... Make your move, please, so we can continue. Okay. I can't really remove anything from his graveyard that would be of value right now. So let's see what they do. Alright, we're gonna special summon something, right? We're gonna special summon this. We're gonna activate the effect. You're gonna target a monster opponent controls and banish it. I mean, it's kind of fine. We really need that right now. I mean, I still get the effect, so... We'll just use that. Are you done, bro? Alright, we're gonna reveal this. Assuming we'll probably have to get one of these out, right? It's so obvious what's going on here, Dread Knights. Even I know. So... I'm gonna change the strategy up a little bit. I'm gonna activate the effect. Do you have a response to this? You don't. Okay. Just get the one that here, because even though you bashed it, it's not really gonna matter too much. Activate. Yes, let's do that. I'm sorry that I'm trying to think. It's just, obviously when I have to fight Maximilian Pegasus, literally, I have to worry about stuff of this nature. Okay. Special summon. Chainlink 1. We're going to get rid of the Prediction Princess. Chainlink 2. We're gonna get rid of the face down. Anything to this? Are you gonna take a very long time to come back in to make a peek now? I wonder, I wonder. We have somebody that's being like, I don't even know what the word is. Kind of like a jerk, I guess you could say right now. They're intentionally slow playing. Because the first strategy wasn't working, right? About that. Just gonna... Gotta make sure it's not mixed that I remove here. I'll remove a Reco. Record kind of did its job. Okay. Not chaining anything to that. Okay. Let's pop the monster. Okay, great. Let's remove Prediction Princess. I don't want to see that card again. Okay, great. Alright. We still could do some stuff, Dread Knights. So what we're gonna do... I'm gonna... maybe the level 6 here? Yeah, I think the level 6 play is the one to make. Alright. Because this can kind of protect us from some other nonsense that's going on. Activate the effect of this. Alright, that's gonna get removed. We're gonna put that to the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna declare my attack. Swing for the fences here. Let's see what happens here, Dread Knights. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, about that. Okay, so I have to do this. We are going to destroy you. Let's declare an attack. Go face up. Can add a card from your deck to your hand. Sure. Battle phase? Battle? So it ended my battle phase again then, okay. Alright. We gotta end on that. We don't have much of a choice there, Dread. Okay. Standby phase. Main phase 1. This is just basically boring stall at this point. I don't even know how the person still has like a turn. That's fine. That by itself isn't the problem. So that's one, because he's going to use the field card anyway. Intentionally slow playing it out too. That's the worst part about it. I hate intentional slow plays. What do you do? That's not going to work on that. Oh, it did. Okay. You know, I've had enough of this. I'm just gonna go GG next. I'm gonna do stuff for anti-stream sniping now. Sorry, guys, but since people keep coming in to kind of confirm wherever they're going against me, it starts to become a little bit frustrating there. Because, you know, if people do that, so I'm just gonna throw up the rabbit and have that get blocked, so that people don't continue to do that nonsense. I hate when people cheat. I really do. Because it affects my quality of the stream, first of all, because it's like, don't cheat at video games. The second thing about it, too, is it's just like super annoying that I have to block the life points for people who maybe want to watch how the life points are depleted, you know? But people be like that sometimes. Alright, let's see if we can have a regular game of Yugioh where I don't get, like, stream sniped halfway into the match because they want to see my hand. I don't think they'll be able to because everything now is blocked. Like, realistically, what are you going to be able to find? Alright, let's normal summon Cool Toon Mix. Let's activate the effect of Cool Toon Mix. Not chaining to that. Unfortunately, there's not too many options here. Because our hand isn't, like, amazing, and I can't, like, summon anything else. So, like, if we got that, that would be kind of pointless, because look at our hand. Our hand's not, like, necessarily amazing. But I think that's probably going to be the play here. Alright. Because there's stuff that we can do. We can use this. Or the opponent can forfeit. It's amazing what happens when they can't actually see the stuff that's, like, vital information to stream. Just saying. Alright. Let's keep going. Alright. Hot. We were going first. At least we got some good YouTube shorts, because we at least could do Cool Tune versus Cool Tune. So I'm at least happy about that. Alright. Trap the purple. What you got? Just basically confirmed who the opponent is, but that alone is in. Trap the purple probably thinks I'm playing Malice and has decided they don't want to play. Which is their prerogative. I understand that. If your hand is bad and you don't have any hand traps to do anything, it's probably better to go GG next too. We'll see. Alright. Sreko's... Oh, yep. That was definitely going to be GG for them. Alright. Probably a trap deck. I mean, with a name like Trapix Purple, I'm assuming it was Trapix deck. If you don't have, like, hand traps, what are you going to do against that? Don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Alright. Point flip. Oh, it's the same person again. They're probably going to auto-forfeit. Unless they open way better with, like, hand traps. That's the thing, like, the game is so, at this point, determined by hand traps, too. Like, way, way, way too much. Yeah, they're just gonna auto-forfeit. They don't want to play against us, I don't blame you. I'm not saying that the deck itself is a problem necessarily, because as you see, it's very easy to beat it too. It's not like super annoying, but, you know. Activate. We playing Yu-Gi-Oh here, or are we not playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's see. I have to get... Well, I already have Mix in my hand, but Mix could get something else, right? Let's have Mix search for something, because we could do probably a funny play. Depending. I could backfire on us, you never know. Cool. Let's play the field card. My guess is probably... They're debating whether or not. Maybe they have a Nibiru in their hand? That's the only thing I could think of. So I might, like, scale back on as many special summons as I'm doing here. Let's get that. Alright, normally I'd go for the guy, but considering the situation, I suspect my opponent opened pretty bad. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody opens bad too, right? It's just part of the game sometimes. Alright, activate the effect. What is in your extra deck? Oh, prime attacks. You switch decks. That's kind of cute. Alright, so I might have to go hard here, even if I didn't want to. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of you. I'm gonna get rid of you. Get rid of you. Still leaves me stuff in my hand. And review. We're gonna activate the effect. Gonna activate the artifact. Alright, we're gonna activate the effect so I can look at the top two cards on their deck. See. Alright, so it's a Mathmatech deck, literally. Let's get rid of you. Put you on the bottom of the deck. I got to look at their hand too, that's great. They still have a lot of stuff in their hand that they can. Alright. They definitely switched their deck. Which is fair, that's their prerogative. I'm not going to complain about it. This is where Baron de Fleur would actually be very helpful, Dread Knights. I used the effect on this. I used the effect on that. I used that. It won't really help. Let's wait on it. Because if I do anything like super crazy, it'll... Oh, never mind, they forfeited. I guess they thought maybe I was going to summon Earthings, but again, they can't target anything with the effects, so... There's not too much that they could do on that, you know? GG's. It was a Mathmatech deck, though, definitely. Let me see. Could have been more than just Mathmatech. Oh, yeah, no, it was full Mathmatech. I haven't seen full Mathmatech in a while. Because I've seen it mixed with, Malice. No, this is pretty much pure Mathmatech. Alright, GG's. This was a fun one. Ah, what happened? I guess they said no more matches, Dread. No more matches? Huh? Wow. Was there no more opponents for us? I mean, good to always jump into rank, but I'm still practicing this deck a little bit. Trying to get all the combos. Alright. Trying... I don't even know what that means. I don't know, maybe that's a different language even. Ghost Spell's cute. I can't believe I've never used that mat despite the fact I've had it for how many battle passes? So many battle passes at this point. Oh. This hand. This hand. I mean, the worst thing that can happen right now is probably Infinite Impermanence. Activate. This hand kind of hurts, I gotta be honest with you all. Like, I can get that and just go for the big guy. I can get that and get the level 5, which I think is probably... We're gonna have to play this one a little bit differently than the normal combo that I do and just go for this guy first. We could drop the Ghost Spell here, but I think the Ghost Spell is gonna be important. So it's probably better to just play it this way and play it safe. Cold Tune Remix. Activate the effect. Because on top of that, we'll get to see what they have. What type of deck are you running? Let's put whatever. I haven't seen a Claw of Hermos ever. That's a unique one. I am going to set one. And I'm going to end on that. That's unique. I haven't seen that in a while. Okay. What could it be? Now I'm really intrigued. If I had the card to show, look at their hand right now, I'd be very intrigued to see what's in their hand. It's a Gaia deck? Okay. This is where it hurts, because if something gets, like, negated at this point, that's the choke point. Alright, so let's get you to the... Let's get you to my hand. You're gonna come to the field. Gonna activate the effect. Honestly, that's not a great way to do it either. Do I want a special summon? That's the question here. They give me a big board to protect, but I don't think that's really gonna be worth it. But the Art thing is not a better defense either, so... Get rid of you. I'm gonna take an executive decision and get rid of the Ghost Spell, but I don't think that's the most ideal. Because there's something I can do with that in the graveyard, so... And I think 3000 defense is probably the wisest play to make here. You never know. Could be completely wrong, though. Alright. Let's activate. What is this? Yeah, I don't want that. Okay. I'm gonna put the Earthing to the bottom of the deck. It's done? gotta think about that. You got Cure's effect, but that wouldn't be... I don't know if this is gonna work. It doesn't work the way I thought it did, because that's a synchro tuner. I thought that was gonna be able to copy that effect. Battle Fusion? What the hell is this deck? I don't know if we'll beat this, to be honest with you. Let's Ash Blossom here. I'm a bit perplexed. I don't even know. A counter activated from that, so I gotta be careful. I think they're trying to build counters to then counter us. So that's one. Honestly, okay. 2400. What? Oh no. This might be very bad. I can't do anything to that. I don't think we can beat over this. It's not looking too good. I don't know. Looking kind of dire here, Dreadnoughts. It's 5200 attack. And it pierces. Oh, GG's. Can't hate on Gaia. For hand had been a little bit better there. A little bit better. Just a little bit better. Not opening with any of the real starters there kind of hurts. Mastered will be like that sometimes. Sometimes you go on these great winning streaks, and then after a while, your hands start to kind of poop out. And then it's just like, what the hell are we doing at that point? Oh, well. It'd be like that sometimes. Rage. I don't even want to say the name. Some of these names today, man. Some of these names. You are going first. Well, this is a good hand. We started with everything we needed to. Activate. No response to that. Let's look. We're gonna add, obviously a Reco would be the most important thing here. Oh. I did it kind of backwards, but we could still do the same combo. It's just a little bit different, the steps that we took. Let's get you. Alright, let's reveal. Let's get you. Not chaining to that. Let's summon her. Let's activate the effect. Not chaining to that. That would be kind of pointless. That can destroy back row, though. That might be helpful next turn. Alright. So, what we're gonna do here... Let's go into the big guy first and foremost. 1, 2... Okay. Nice. So we got Cool Tune RS on the field. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. It's been quite a lot of matches already at this point. Let's activate. Honestly, I'm just gonna go get another one for safekeeping for next turn. We could special summon something else, but realistically here, go for the 6 and just keep the field protected, or we could go for that and get the error card and move that. I think 6 is more important in this situation. I could be wrong. We'll figure that out though, Dreadnoughts. This gives us extra protection. Activate the effect. On top of this, this is going to give us knowledge as to what we're playing against. Ash Blossom's gotta go. And that, whatever that is going to the bottom of the deck. We'll end on that. And we'll see. Well, one less Ash Blossom to deal with. At least that's a plus. But I have no idea what's in their actual hand. Maybe it's a Hungry Burger deck because they have the Hungry Burger icon. You can't see it because it's blocked, but it could be a Hungry Burger deck. Unless they just really like the Hungry Burger icon. Ah. Well, that's something you don't see every day, Dread Knights. Not chained to this. Special summoning, the level 2 tuner. We are going to... We're going to get the level 4 here. So, 1, 2... Okay, that gets pretty big. That's going to be on the field and defense position. We got a couple chain links that are going to go off here. Chain link 1. Let's pop this card. Chain link 2. I don't think they like that strategy that's happening, maybe. Chain link 3. So whatever happens last in the chain happens first, for those of you who don't know. So this effect's gonna go off first. We're gonna grab this. This effect's gonna go off. Did we hit Typhon? We hit Typhon, nice. And from here we can make a big play. It's a Nordic deck, okay. I will negate that. But I have to be careful whatever move. Oh, never mind, we won. The next play was we were going to make a Cool Tune B2B, back-to-back as it's called, which was going to do a whole bunch of all-out attacks there. Alright, good job, good job. What deck was it, though? Confirm opponent's deck. It wasn't a Hungry Burger deck. It was just pure Nordic. Oh, mostly pure Nordic. There's also a little bit of Metaphys mixed in here to kind of give you a little bit of ability to summon those guys. Okay, that's fascinating. I haven't seen that type of deck either in a while. On to the next one. Huh. We've gotten some very interesting names today as we're playing. Can't really tell you. Like, there's so many names that just have been... Like, do you kiss your mother with that mouth type of stuff, Dread Knights? It's the only thing I could put. Getting into the game here, maybe? Potentially? Yes? Maybe? Okay. That was strange. Standby phase. Main phase 1. Alright, basic combo here. Normal summon. Alright. Sorry about that, Dread Knights. Please hold. It looks like Yugioh, maybe. It's definitely not net. Because I would be disconnected from the game if it was in my net. So we're gonna special summon you. We're gonna activate the effect. We're gonna get the level 1 tuner because we can go like full combo here. We'll search for that. Alright, good. How are you guys doing? You're in green on OBS, so I think it's just YouTube. If you had an issue, it's YouTube. YouTube's on as being a bit silly-billy. Okay, let's special summon that. Okay. Technically, I think it's like normal summoning it. It's not really special summoning it, but, you know. It's an extra summon, I guess is the best way to put it. Activate. We can do a lot of fun things. I'm gonna gear up this. Alright. Well, it's fun for us. It might not be fun for my opponent, if you think about it. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of the one in my hand. That's gonna give us RS. Wonder what Tune RS stands for. Something I don't know. Alright, let's activate the effect. Start removing from the extra deck. What did we hit? Oh, it's Runic. Okay. Well, that changes a lot of things then. If it's runic, can I make this? I have enough cards on the field where I don't have to sacrifice RB. No, I have to do that. I don't want to do that then. If I could make another one in my hand, I would do that. So in this particular situation, let's get you. It's gotta be you. It's gotta be you. We've got a couple effects that trigger here at least. We'll have a pretty big body on the board to maybe keep us safe. Alright, Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2. I think it's kind of obvious. There's only like 2 magics really you can get in this deck. It's either the field card or the quick play. The quick play would probably be more beneficial. Well, now we know what they're playing. Into the Void. Runic. 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 Yeah, it's just pure Runic. Okay. Yeah. Gonna get this. Alright. Oh, it's Exodia also on top of that? Well, I'm gonna remove that from play. It's like Runic, Stun, and everything else. Alright. Because I know what you're playing, I'm definitely activating this card then. So I can get this to my hand. Have like some options here. Alright, we pass on that. So it's like Runic, Exodia, and there might be something else in it. So we'll have to see what they do. It's like control versus control, but their version of it's like control stun. Are they the #1 duelist in New Zealand? That's what I think their screen name is. Or I think that's what it's supposed to mean. Are you really gonna do that? Okay. Let's just do target. I'm gonna negate that. I'm gonna get rid of the level 1. The level 1 in the graveyard's like the... probably the least thing. Plays another one. I mean... I'm gonna activate the effect. I'm sorry, I'm like a little quiet because I'm trying to figure out exactly what the play I'm gonna do here is. Let's do that. Because now we've got to activate the effect and we can try to like maybe rip like more of their extra deck. And maybe we'll hit like the right card here. Potentially. I mean, I still have hand traps in my hand too, so it's not like a complete wash. They're taking a while though. It is a little bit fascinating for various different reasons. Oh, they rage quit. Okay. That's what happened. They rage quit. It'll take a couple seconds. I'm sorry. They're just like decided they didn't want to play. I guess because they got countered a bit. Yeah. I mean, we had a pretty good setup going there, so, you know. I don't blame my opponent for playing Runic. Sometimes, like, you just don't want to go against meta. Let's see exactly what it was. It was a little bit more than just Runic. It was, like, Runic mixed with, like, Exodia. But they don't play the actual Exodia fusion in here? Huh. Oh, look at this, Jordan. This is pretty interesting. It's just 5 pieces of Exodia. A whole bunch of draw cards. And then the Runic cards to bring out, like, the Runic fusions. That's kind of interesting. I don't know how, like... This is not a dig, either. Keep this in mind. But, so it's basically the win condition is like Yugioh, so we took that away with the head because we removed it. The secondary win condition here is like trying to lock your opponent so they can't special summon. But we were able to play out of that with this deck. Against a different type of deck, like if Draco Tails goes second, it probably gets locked completely there. We're just kind of fortunate we have a deck that can kind of be a little bit reactive to those type of plays. How much time we got left, too? Because I'm only streaming for about 2 hours, so I'll play... Oh, wow, it's almost 7 o'clock. I realized we had so many fun matches. We had some ones that were... You know, every once in a while you're going to have somebody that comes in. That's why I threw the rabbit up, so I can protect, like, the names. I hate blocking, like, life points and stuff, but unfortunately when you stream Master Duel, you kind of have to do these things just to kind of, like, prevent some stuff from happening. I mean, people will still probably get it a little bit of advantage, but you know. We were playing for a while on stream, and then I noticed there was kind of like an uptick of sussy behavior, and that's why I threw up the stuff to block things. You know, so if you're just coming in, you're like, why does he block the life points and stuff? I only do it when I have an inkling that there's people that are just screen peeking a lot, right? So that way, at least I can mitigate something, right? Because I can't get, like, confirmation as to what my screen name is, or if they're actually in the match with me. Alright. Main phase 1. Oh, it's Labyrinth. Oh. Oh. I think I get locked to this deck pretty quickly. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. It might be over before it even started. Oh boy. Negate, I mean, but he could bounce one and then it's a trap, right? Sets one. Alright, it's not well, they definitely got the traps to already stop stuff. That's the problem, right? Drawing another one of these? Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll try to use our brains here and see what we can do. Activate. I'll play it in this column because I'm afraid of infinite impermanence. Man, I have to think about this one carefully. Any response to that? I am going to normal summon. Let's see if we get to actually do something here. Is there a response to the normal summon? There is not. Okay. I gotta play this one very cautiously. I'm sorry if I'm quiet. Because this is hard. Labyrinth is not an easy out for this deck. Alright, chain link 1, 2... Maybe we hit the right one here. Okay, special summon. It's not completely safe. Alright, what do you do again before I do anything? When you cannot target this car effects. Okay, so we're not targeting that one. Can't get rid of you. Certain that most of these traps are reactive bound down there. We're about to find out. Might be a rough day in the office for us, guys. Labyrinth is a hard out. It really is. Like, there's not an easy way out of it. There's a Dominus Impulse. Fascinating. A response to that? None? Let me see if I can draw a couple cards here. Anything to that? There. Reveal? I'm trying to use my brain here. Gotta think carefully how I'm gonna be able to try to counter this. It's rough, man. Okay, let's normal summon, because I haven't used that effect yet. Alright, activate the effect. Any response to this? They're being very, very passive here, so... Either they have something amazing in their hand, or that back row is one of the best bluffs that's been psyching me out. Okay. We're gonna special summon this. Because I got the searches off the Earthing, so I can't do it like that, in case you're wondering why I'm not doing that play. I can't see what they're activating. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's get rid of the Effect Veiler. Okay, that's not gonna happen. And they forfeit. Okay. Alright, we got it, we got that win. That was a tough one. Labyrinth is one of those ones where I gotta, like, scratch my brain a bit. And like, okay, so how am I gonna play against this? What exactly should I do? What exactly are the plays? Labyrinth's hard. Labyrinth's a good deck. It's not bad. It's not like tier 1 or anything anymore. Just like Radiant Typhoon. I put somewhere in, like, I want to say 2.5, because 2.5 seems insulting for Labyrinth, but Labyrinth's like a solid 2.5 deck. Like, if you get going very, very early and you get, like, the perfect set of traps, it works. I feel like Odeon kind of edges it out a little bit. Excuse me for saying edge, but I mean, like, in terms of the game. Because Odeon's a little bit stronger of a deck because you can set up, like, trap locks a lot quicker. But there is definitely some nuances to Labyrinth, because if you can get the bounces going and, like, full control over the board, it's a very tough out, to say the very least. I think this, like, next win will probably be the last one I do. So we'll see, depending how quick or not. I've gotten some pretty good playtesting, so when I jump into rank later tonight, so I'll probably try to get some, like, YouTube short videos made from that. I'll have, like, a better understanding of stuff. See, this hand is not exactly ideal. Because I was hoping for, like, a whole bunch of other starters that I just didn't draw. This was a great going second hand. And I could have, like, passed turn, but I don't think that's, like, the safe play here. So let's get this. Changes things up a little bit. It's Synchro. I usually will go into this play. Let me explain this for people who are probably wondering. There's another play that I usually would make, but I'm not going to do it because obviously it's not going to have any value to what we're doing. At least this way we get a body on the board that's an Omni Negate, and we can trigger at least one card that's going to the graveyard for the effect to see. We have to hit, like, the right extra deck monster here. What did I hit? Oh, it's Cool Tune itself. It's a mirror match. Okay. That might be rough, I gotta be honest with you. Because we don't have any other real active plays that we could really do. We have the Ghost Spell, and we have, like, the Effect Veiler, but... well, the Ghost Spell is gonna come in handy here. It's not gonna be perfect, though. Not chaining to that. That'd be foolish. Negate. I like that little dancing animation Ghost Spell does. Oh, man. The question is, what else do they have in their hand? Because if they have something else that they can play out of this, then I'm kind of... I've wasted all my resources. What are you... Now, if I negate this and they still have one more play, then I guarantee that we lose. Because I can't, like, I have nothing else I can play out of there. Because I've negated just about everything on their field that I could possibly. At that point, nothing I do is going to save me. Okay. Okay. So if they can bring theirs out... okay, we won. Whew. Whew. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. Because it's literally, I have to play over their interruptions. So it's a matter of, do I have enough hand traps to be able to actually survive that one? We were able to. But, like I just said, if I don't have that last negation, I basically lose. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do to turn it around, because at that point I've used every resource available. The good thing is we grinded them down, so the reason they forfeited, they had no more resources in their hand. I'll show off the deck that I'm using in terms of my build. I'll just kind of go over it. You feel free to copy it if you want, improve on it. It's very standard to the way it's played in the OCG. There's only like 1 or 2 nuances that I did to change it up for Master Duel because there's certain things we don't have, right? So, 3 Effect Veilers, 2 Drone Lockbirds. In OCG, actual OCG, there I have 1 Drone Lockbird. 3 copies of Cool Tune Rotary, 1 Max C. I hate this card, but gotta use it because it is what it is. 3 copies of Cool Tune Mix, 2 copies of Cool Tune Clip, 1 Ghost Ogre and Stone Rabbit. I might play a second one, because I feel like this would have a little bit more uses in this deck. 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Again, I hate this card as much as I hate Maxi. I feel neither of these two should exist, but they do. 2 copies of Ghost Bell. I do have one that is an alternate art one, so that's kind of not a flex, but it is a little bit. 3 copies of Cool Tune Rekko. This Rekko's royal rare. 3 copies of Cool Tune Q. Here's where my deck varies from other people. I put in 2 Molcharmi Pirelias and 2 Molcharmi Fuwalos, just in case, like, going second, and I open with that, and my opponent's going to spam special summoning. I have ways to deal with it. Some people don't use this, and instead what they'll do is it's free Molcharmis, and then they'll put a Nibiru. I've also seen free Molcharmis and a third Ghost Spell. I don't have a Ghost Spell, an extra one, because I'm low on UR, and I broke up a lot of decks to make this one. I like the way this one plays, so I'm kind of happy about that. This gives me more satisfaction than playing, like, Draco Tail. 2 copies of Pot of Desires, but this is a double-edged sword, because if you hit, like, all your starters and then get anything, it can backfire, so use it at your own risk. 3 copies of Synchro Overtake. 1 copy of JJ Cool Tune. I really don't like this field spell. A lot of people like it, but for me, it's like, eh. I'm not fascinated by it. 1 copy of Called by the Grave. 3 copies of Cool Tune Synchro, which, as you see, makes and breaks plays, depending. For the extra deck, we have 2 Cool Tune Track Makers. We have 2 Cool Tune Remixes. I'll be honest, I really don't like Remix as a card. It's good. Like, the only time I feel like it has value is when you have, for example, not Mix, when you have Cool Tune Q, or sometimes maybe Cool Tune Mix, but I feel like it's more important when you have Cool Tune Mix in the graveyard, and you can start setting up plays to, like, Synchro Summon on their turn. Otherwise, then it just kind of feels like you don't have a reason to summon it because it's not really giving you any sort of extenders to make your plays work. So I feel like you could just play one of this, but I'm still playing 2. I'll play test more off stream. 2 copies of Cool Tune RS. Some people say free. I don't think so, because you're not really going to ever summon 2. Anything more than that, I don't think you're winning the game at that point. 1 copy of Cool Tune Crackle. This comes in handy. It's just in the matches that we played today, there were in situations where it's useful for that. 1 copy of Golden Cloud Beast Malong. 2 copies of Cool Tune Loudness War. As you see, this card kind of spooks players, so I would recommend playing 2 of them. 1 copy of Salen the Shackle Dragon. I don't like this card in this deck either, but it does have its uses. Again, most of the matches today, there's not really a point for us to summon it, so that's why we didn't use it. Visa Armitara. There's a reason for this in this deck too. You can set up OTK. We didn't have situations where we could really go against it because we played against a lot of stun today, and we played against a lot of our Cool Tune decks. But it does have uses in this deck. Hopefully I get to show you in like a YouTube short. 1 copy of Typhon, Starslayer, which did save us today a couple of times. And I have also SP Little Knight. Some people just go pure Synchro. I feel like the SP Little Knight gives you some plays with this deck. Typhon definitely helps you. Other things that you could play in this deck, I don't particularly like it because I could never get it out. Deep Sea Prima Donna. I feel like when we get the Tuner's Fleur de Lis, that's going to be kind of useful. For now, though, not so much. But you could play this in this deck, and it might help you out. But I don't... In my playtesting, I never was able to summon it. There's also Shooting Rising Dragon, if I remember the name correctly. Some people have this in the extra deck. Which one is it? Should be... See if I can click on anything right now. Okay, let's see if I can click on this one. Shooting Rising Dragon, some people play this. OCG, mostly they play it, but then again, OCG has Fleur de Lis, that Synchro thing, and we don't have that yet. So I don't play it, but you could play it. Like, if you wanted to, you could take one of these out, although I don't think I would recommend it. I mean, you can play around with things. If you don't want the SP Knight and you think you want that, I feel like the SP Knight and this have more value for the way it is a Master Duel. When we get the Fleur de Lis thing that's coming out, it's not out yet, then this definitely has a place. So does the Maiden. You can take a couple other things out and play around with it. But for now, I think that's like the most solid and basic, because we didn't have problems in the majority of our matches. I can go back and count how many we won. We didn't win every one. Keep them matter. Like, it's hard to win every match in Master Duel, because there's various different factors that go into play here. But let's count, because I did all of these on stream today, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins so far. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wins. How many losses? And there's one loss that I'm not going to count because I know what was going on that one. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 losses. So it was 15-4 for the day. 15-4 record. So it's a very, very, very powerful deck. With that being said, though, I'm also, by the way, because I know some people will probably come in and be like, why the hell doesn't play rank? I don't do really rank so much on stream because there's a high chance of... I'll just say it for the sake of it. It's a high chance that when I'm playing rank, somebody's going to come in and peek. So I don't want my rank to tank because of somebody deciding they want to be Maximum and Pegasus. But I do play mostly rank matches when I'm off stream, and those are the ones that tend to be the YouTube short. With that being said, tomorrow I am going to be playing Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I haven't played Iceborne in a while. I'm looking forward to playing more Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and seeing how that game is thriving compared to Wilds. I like Wilds too, don't get me wrong. I was playing Wilds yesterday. If you didn't see it, definitely check it out. With that being said, though, thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. I do greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate you. And I will see you all tomorrow for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Till next time, guys.